Ave Stoner Squad, and thank you for joining me today to start a brand new Imperator Rome series. So, since my previous achievement hunt runs have ended prematurely due to my Iron Man saves bugging out, I've decided to start my very own challenge series. For the very first run of the series, I have decided to do a single city challenge with a twist. Now the rules are fairly simple. I must only ever hold the city-state power status, which essentially means I will only ever be able to have direct control over one territory. Of course, vassals will be allowed and will be our only course of expansion. For things to be interesting and present a challenge, I have decided to play Tylos. Located in the Persian Gulf, Tylos starts as a tributary to the Seleucids and is bordered by the stronger nations of Gera and Makkah, effectively boxing me in. It also has a primary culture of Babylonian, but no Babylonian pop present in Tylos, meaning I start with no levies. If this location and military start is not hard enough, then I shall be playing on very hard difficulty for the first time. Now comes the twist to make things even more interesting. As soon as I am able, I am to convert to the Jewish faith. With no Jewish pops in my immediate vicinity, I must try to gain some Jewish pops in our city-state. Since I can't directly own any territory other than Tylos, the only way to do this is to enslave Jewish pops from the Arabian Peninsula, located way outside my Diplo range, and then convert. So it's time to strap yourselves in and let's try to create a supercharged Jewish/Babylonian city-state superpower. Okay, so let's get ready to start our quirky Tylos playthrough. So as you can see, we are on very hard, which gives us minus 10% to army morale as well as navy morale. And the AI has a load of powerful bonuses, all in green, lovely green numbers. I like green numbers. Unfortunately, we have bad numbers. But with the positive green numbers, you can see he has plus 10% to army and navy morale, as well as plus 50% to national tax, as well as plus 15% integrated culture happiness, 50% national manpower, a load of good stuff for the AI. So unfortunately, we're down in the dumps with horrible things, and they all start with good stuff. But hey, it's all part of the challenge. The harder, the better. I like pain. People who follow the channel know I like pain. Not in a kind of physical sense, but as an imperator sense. But yeah, playing on very hard difficulty, so that's that, and we are on Iron Man mode. Of course, I've not done it for any achievements, it's just so I cannot save scum, so I don't save before I do a decision, just so you guys know that I'm not cheating, so there you have it. So let's get started. So I've already made the save, because, yeah, I know you guys want to see me type with cap locks on all the time, but I thought I'll spare you from the pain this time. So there we go, it's already done. Let's override it, let's save, and let's go. So, now in here, let's start by getting a few things out of the way. So first of all, I will be going fairly quickly on this campaign. I'll be playing on speed 5 most of the time, apart from wars, where I will strut it down to speed 4, just because there probably will be moments where not much is going to be going on, apart from developing in a tall way what we have, like gain more citizens, build buildings and stuff like that, and probably waiting for the right moment to strike. Now, first off, as the city-state of Tylos, we start out as a tributary to the Seleucids. Now, I ain't going to break this just yet. I will keep it for quite a while, just because that they do protect us and we have Gera on our doorstep, so having us as a tributary to the Seleucid, it does help us kind of keep them at bay, so I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. There's also another reason behind this. It's because that when you go to raise our levies here, you'll see that we cannot raise any. This is because we don't have any integrated culture pops in our city-state. Now, if I go to my culture screen here, you shall see that our primary culture is Babylonian. However, we have no Babylonian pops, meaning we cannot raise any levies. The other two cultures, Maccan and Macedonian, are not integrated, and of course, for levies, you need to have integrated pops. So what we're going to need to do is definitely integrate the Maccan pops straight off, and I will get to that. We also have another issue. Now, of course, for the quirky side of the single city-state run, we will need to convert to Judaism. And for that, we're going to need to try and enslave a few of the Jewish pops over here, bring them back to our beautiful capital, and then, of course, integrate them and then swap our religion. Now, this is easier said than done, because if I go to my diplomacy map mode here, click on my Tylos city here, and you will see that we are out of Diplo range, meaning we need to get this up. Now, I can't do this by increasing the size of our realm, because as you increase your power rank, if you go from city-state to local power to regional power to major power to great power, each time you go up, you increase your Diplo range. I do not have this option, because under no circumstance at all am I to own any more than one territory. None. Not even for a short moment to actually get something and then kind of get rid of the land. That's not going to happen. I need to stay as a single city-state for the whole game. Now, there isn't the way I can do this. And what we can do is we can go to the tech section, and we can probably go down some of the tech trees here where you do have coding for plus 15% Diplo range. This is all in the oratory section. We do have steganography as well, plus 5%, and there is also shift cipher for plus 15%. So there are ways we could potentially get this back, and it's something that we will definitely do in order to get the Diplo range to declare war on the nations down south here. Now this brings us to another problem. I was saying I was going to go down the tech trees to get that. Well, we only have 1% research efficiency. Well, this is because that we have no integrated noble or citizen pops in our realm. As I said earlier on, that Babylonian is our primary culture, and of course we don't have any of them, and all of the citizens and nobles are either Maccan or Macedonian. And they're not integrated, so they're not producing any research efficiency, which is bad, so we are really slow. And now if I hover my mouse cursor over the research progress, you'll see it will take us 800 years to get the level in martial tech, April 1294. We don't have 800 years, so we're going to need to integrate them pops as soon as possible, so another reason why we have to do it. But anyway, let's get rolling. So we're going to start off with assigning our national ideas. And I'm just going to fill out the corresponding slots here because it's a pretty good bonus, capital import routes and national commerce income. It's fairly decent. I don't think taking martial ethos is going to save us at the moment, because we do start with minus 20% morale on the AI, because we have minus 10% and the AI has plus 10%, which kind of means a swing of 20% in their favour. So it's not 5% extra morale that's going to save us here. I'm hoping that we could counteract that at some point by being way ahead of everybody else in tech, and it is possible, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the standardised construction first to reduce the build cost, because I am going to do some buildings in the capital. We're also going to take the complex tariffs, which would increase our commerce income. We do have a few trade routes to sort out, and we also have a religious idea, and I do want to go for the loyalty of subject states here with haruspicy, because I'm hoping that Gera will be the very first vassal we get. So I'm hoping as we integrate our culture, we'll stay tributary to the Seleucid. As soon as we're pretty close to being able to raise our levies, I will break the tributary status with Seleucids, ally Macca, declare war on Gera, make Macca do all the work, and then what we'll do is we'll just make these into a nice and juicy client state. That's the plan. I don't say it's going to necessarily work, but that is the plan. Now we've done that, we'll take a religious omen. Now we have some pretty cool stuff here, and I can take anyone. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but there is something that at some point I'd like to get, and I need to replace this deity here because there's something pretty cool here. You have the blessing of Alcun, which gives you a +2 import routes in the capital, as well as +9.77 national commerce income. It would be more if I had more religious omen power due to our religious unity, but yeah, that is a really cool one. But I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to want to keep our stability. You shall see why in a minute. So the first thing I'm going to go for here is probably go for the national citizen happiness. I think would be the good thing. Make our citizens a little bit happier, I think would be quite cool. Actually, no, we'll go for the national citizen output, because our citizens will be happy as soon as we integrate the Mac and Pops that we have. So that's why. But the next thing we need to do is do our import routes here. Now we have 3. We have 1 extra because we have got the idea slots filled out to our plutocratic republic. So we will import some food just because we don't make any food as Tylos. We lose food because we don't have any other territory. We have a lot of pops, and that means we're losing 3.5 food per month. So what we're going to do, we're going to import some grain from the Seleucids, and I'm going to get another surplus of grain here just so we can have the overall bonus of the global food modifier, which is always quite nice. The next one I will take after that is probably something to do with some citizen happiness. Spices, I think, is quite nice. And increase our local citizen happiness, which would make them output more. The next thing we're going to do is select our mission, the Matter of Gedrosia here. This is going to give us free claims on the whole area that we are down here, and it just saves us a little bit of PI, so I don't have to fabricate any claims. Of course, it also saves us gaining any tyranny, because this comes down to the next problem of this run, where we are a republic. And of course, as a republic, in order to do your diplomatic actions, you need to have at least 60 support in the Senate. If you're below that number, then you gain tyranny for your actions, and quite a lot. We currently have 50, so if I was to fabricate a claim, for example, on Macca down here, go fabricate a claim, I would gain 6 tyranny, because I don't have the required 60 support in the Senate. The number is greater the further away from 60 you are. So, like, let's say I was down to 30 support in the Senate, then that, like, 6.6 tyranny would be way bigger, with something like 14, 15 tyranny. And tyranny really hurts you, and I don't really like having too much tyranny. But anyway, we've got the mission done. The next thing we'll do is we'll change our diplomacy stance. I am on neutral stance. I don't think that I necessarily need to keep it, because we can only interact with 3 people at the moment. One of them, we're tributary to him, and we don't need any slots with him. The other one, Getter, we're going to declare war, and that means we only need 1 slot for Maka to be our ally. So what I'm going to do, we're going to swap this on the appeasing stance, I think, just to help kind of keep our opinion with everybody in the positives and make them not want to kill us. That is the reasoning behind that. And now that is done, we're going to go to our cultures here, and we are going to get some decisions going for the Mac and Pop. So I'll give them rights of inheritance, we'll lose some stability, gain a little bit of cultural integration speed, which is what I want. I'm not bothered really about the national citizen happiness negative modifier. It only lasts for 36 months, it will go away. So we are going to do the right of inheritance here quickly, we'll bang that on. And then I'll do the same with the right to enter legal contracts. Here we go, we'll bang that one on. Thank you very much, my friend. And now the integration speed will be up by 20%. So when we go to change the civic rights, we'll swap them over to citizens. Now we will have, it'll go, like, the integration will happen quicker. So we're going to lose a bit of stability per month, we'll lose a bit of, like, culture happiness for the Babylonian Pops, but since we have none, it doesn't really matter. So now we're going to do that. And hopefully, over the course of time, this will increase quite nicely. And then as soon as this is integrated, we can hopefully get our first war going. Now that is done, before we start the game, I am going to build another fort here in my capital. Why? Well, this is because Getter here, I doubt they can raise 4,000 men. In order to take a level 2 fort, you need 4,000 soldiers. It's 2,000 men per fort level. So I'm hoping with a second fort level here, they won't have enough men to take it. So even if I do declare war and kind of wait for Maka to come and help us, they're not going to be able to take our capital. So that is the reasoning behind this. I also want to see at some point if I can build a court of law, which I think I'm going to do straight away here, because our citizens here, number 15, if I go to the pop info here, we have a 55% ratio of citizens for an optimal ratio of 27. So what's going to happen is we're going to be demoting the citizens to the other 3 categories of pops, or promoting them to nobles in order to hit the 27%. So we're going to be losing citizens, essentially. And I don't want that to happen. So hopefully with a court of law, we'll increase it a little bit more. So we'll go from 27% to 37% ratio, which is a lot better. So we'll go for that. So we'll do one court of law. I'll probably get another one going as soon as I can, to be honest. It would be good to enable to keep a higher kind of ratio of citizens. Now all of this is done, I think we're pretty much sure ready to rumble. So we're going to put a bit up to speed 5. Don't want to keep it any lower or slower, because there is going to be a lot of times where we're going to need to really kind of play tall for quite a bit. Before I actually kick off, I did forget, there is something I want to do and see if I can do one of the first missions for the traditionalists here. They normally have something to do with investment, and we can do the religious complexes one to gain 10 approval with them, which would then increase our overall support in the Senate. Of course, the lower your support in the Senate, it also hits your monthly stability increase. Now you can see low support in the Senate, minus 0.04, so you don't want to really let that go down too low. So we are now going to go here, we'll bang on, make religious endowments here to get a local building slot. Why not? It's always quite helpful. And that is done and dusted. The Navy will merge them, and now I think we're ready to rumble, so let's go. Now hopefully the Seleucids will not declare war on Gera. Hopefully they'll go to war with the Antigonids, they won't cede anything, and then what will happen is we will then wait until we integrate our pops, take out Gera, make them our vassal, then do the same to Maka. Anyway, the matter at Gedrosia. The region of Gedrosia has remained a valuable source of trade and commerce for our nation for many long years. Many amongst the assembly insist such a bountiful land will serve much better purpose if integrated under the Tilian banner. Now we can have a peaceful approach or a warlike. We're going to go peaceful because it increases the opinion of everyone around us, and that is what I want to do. We gain +4 diplomatic reputation at the end of the mission. Well, at the end of the kind of mission in the mission tree, so that is the reason why I want to do that. So, standing out the opposition. Debate has raged for many years over our rocky relationship with the nation-states resident in Gedrosia. Gera, a nation Meli and Tylos call friends, stand well placed to provide us with assistance in our endeavours to control Gedrosia. Again, we'll maintain the benevolent image, it increases Gera's opinion of us, so hopefully they're not going to want to kill us, which is good, and that is quite nice. Now, the Seleucids here still haven't gone to war just yet. We've done the cult sanction, the religious complexes, so gain a building slot, and the traditionalist aims are realised, which gives us an extra 10 approval with them. So this should rise now, I'm hoping. But it already has risen, so we've taken it into account, so 45 to 48, that's not bad. Is there anything else I can do here? Maybe... I would like to... Yeah, there's not really much I can do here. I was going to say maybe bang on manipulate candidates here, gain 5 tyranny and pay 25 PI to gain some extra approval for the oligarchs. But since they are already increasing per month and they have the majority of the seats, it's not really needed. It's just going to keep going up of its own accord. The traditionalist one would be better to do, because that is going down and they have 33 seats. So we do need to get that up, but I can't afford the gold cost. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. Anyway, we finished the assembly speaks. We get a respectable olive branch plus 4 diplo rep, which increases everyone's overall opinion of us, and we get increased maximum opinion plus 10, but our war score cost goes up. But that's not a problem. It really ain't. It's not an issue at all. They're not at war yet? No, they're not. Gera, what are you doing? You've got a claim on the Seleucids. Macca's got no claims on anyone just yet, which is fine. Our culture is slowly being integrated. A prominent Maccaean family demands recognition. Representing one of the most influential Maccaean families, Murata Gudhami has levelled scathing accusations that the Gudhamid family is effectively being shunned from politics and public life by the most powerful established families. Powerless against this concerted action to undermine their position, he has now approached the government with a request to formalise the family's statutes and privileges. So here we can basically integrate a kind of Maccaean family into the realm, so gain another extra major family. And what would happen is we would gain family privileges for this Maccaean family, which would give them extra happiness for the nobles and citizens, and I would lose happiness for the Babylonian nobles and citizens. But since we have no Babylonian pops, it's not a problem. The important thing here as well, it increases the integration progress by 15% of our Maccaean pops that we're integrating, so at 25%, this is going to up it to 40, so we're definitely going to take this. So we brought on a new family, so I'll show you guys quickly. We've got a new family, where are they? Where's my families? Oh, missions, characters. There we go, family. So we've got this new family now, the Gudhamid family, which is interesting. So they've been integrated in now, which is good. The Wandering Wiseman. Out of the obscure countryside in Tylos in Gera, rumours of an exceptional travelling wise man have spread. Apparently he's been teaching some of the locals a warped version of our own faith, turning some of those who had previously not believed in the Arabic pantheon. I gained 3 stability, which I will take. We also gained some local pop happiness, which is also nice, and we set the religion of a Macedonian citizen in Tylos to Arabic. So they are Hellenic, and we're going to change them to Arabic, which is pretty good. We'll take that. That's good. That means they're going to output a bit more, which I'll definitely take. What do you do here? Oh, we gain generous. Is he the Archon? He is the Archon. He's gained generous, which gives him... Oh, cool. Freeman happiness, citizen happiness. Very cool, guys. And national citizen happiness. So that's good. We'll take that. Yeah, buddy. You still only have a claim on the Seleucids, which means you're not planning on going to war with Macca, which I like. The Seleucids have not gone to war yet with the Antigonids. I'm hoping it's going to be fairly soon. Oh no, they've had concessions. Okay. So they've conceded lands and they've gone to war with Gera, so this is the worst possible scenario. It's damn awful. It's exactly not what we wanted, so I'm going to have to quickly restart the game because it's not going to be very good, and we'll try it all over again because, yeah, they've declared war and they're going to take this, then I'll be next, and there's nothing I can do then, and we'll just be literally boxed in by the Seleucids, so I will catch you guys in a short while. Okay, so I'm back and I've done exactly the same opening moves as previously. Now, the Seleucids have joined in the war with the Antigonids, which is fine. It's what we needed. It was literally impossible if they decided to, like, kind of not go to war, the Antigonids ceded the land, and then take care of Gera, because then I would have been boxed in and there's no way out of this situation until they literally come and try to kill me. So, now, let's get back to business. So we are still in the process of integrating our Maccaean pops. Hopefully this will be done fairly soon. Gera here they don't have any claims on Macca, and Macca have no claims on Gera, which is exactly what I want. Our fort has been built in Tylos, which is good. So in our capital, the fort has been done quite nicely, so I'm happy with that. I am going to build our Court of Law building here now quickly. I did forget to build it, so I'll build that one. And I built 2, actually. I'll build the second one as well. Hopefully that means we'll keep our percentage of citizens quite high. Twisting the knife. So Shikpat Shamash Backlid, for reasons known only to himself, had begun to view Ribat Bel Bat Shigimi with jealousy and distrust. Even having them in the same room as one another is bound to result in hostility, so it looks like my researcher and myself, we are kind of fighting each other, but oh well. The advantage with playing a Republic is that the rulers swap regularly, so you don't really have the same rival for very long, because you never play as the same person, pretty much. So we're only making 1 gold per month, but it doesn't matter, it is what it is. What are we at now? 60%. We're close. We're close, we're close, we're close. I will break the tributary status with the Seleucids when I get pretty close. Maybe around about 90%, I think, integration. And then I'll break it. Anyway, tributary influx. As one of the nations under the protection of Seleucus I Nicator Seleucid and the Seleucid Empire, we've recently seen a large influx of traders and merchants visiting our nation. As business has improved across all our nation, Ishtar Belshanu Bit Barbari suggests sending a lot of the wealth we have obtained back to the Seleucid Empire as a gift to Seleucus. Ooh, I could. Now, I could do this. I could either we appreciate the benevolence but we need it for ourselves, I gain commercial boon, or I send it back to the Seleucid Empire. Now, because I'm going to break the alliance anyway, so we'll gain the extra boon. We'll gain the plus 10% commerce income. There's no reason why I can't take that. So we'll have it. Looks like Gera's building a second fort here. They're not stupid. Looks like they're trying to do the same thing that I've done. Build a second fort to block any sieges. You still don't have any claims on anyone. Neither does Maka, which is good. We want to keep it that way. I don't want these two fighting. It's something we don't want to happen. 73%, so we need 15 more percent nearly now, and then I will definitely get the war going. I have a little bit of support in the Senate as well, so it's okay. I could do with a little bit more, actually. Is there anything I can do? Not really. It's increasing steadily over time. Democrats is decreasing steadily over time, so we're just going to have to wait it out. It's fine. We'll have to gain a bit of tyranny just to start things off. There's nothing else I can really do. So what, 80%, an extra 10, and I think I'm ready to go. I should probably break it around about... Yeah, wait, extra 5%, then I'll break it. And then we'll go and fight. Yeah, we'll do that. Come on, a couple more percent. Let's go, buddy. Let's hurry up. Oh, trade winds. So the fickle seas can bring ruins or prosperity to many locales, and the city of Tylos seems to be reaping the rewards of a good trading season. Yeah. I'll either go for pop growth and migration attraction or local tax. Local tax, please, buddy. Take the extra tax. What's this? What do we gain here? He gains silver tongue. That's good. So when I bribe people, it no longer costs me gold. I can just literally pay a little bit of PI and bribe them. But again, doesn't really matter since the ruler's going to change pretty soon anyway. You still don't have any claims on him. Let's see. What am I at now? 89%, 90%, yeah, 91%. Let's do it. I'm going to break the tributary status now. So we'll go influence. We'll cancel it. So I no longer pay them anything. So we're going to make a little bit of extra gold. Now, I am going to get an alliance with Maka. I know they want one, so I'll get that nicely. So, I have got a little bit of tyranny, but it is what it is. Can't be really helped too much. And would they want to join? No, they negative opinion, and they have bad stability. So, I am going to have to try and improve their opinion of us, because I do need them to help me take out Gera. I have to use them. But otherwise, we're going to be stuck, because there's no way I can take them out without Gera's help. Without Maka's help, sorry. So we need to wait a little bit longer. Can I do anything now? Maybe improve opinion with you? I mean, I suppose I could improve your opinion a little bit. I could also send you a gift. Again, I'm going to gain quite a bit of tyranny by doing this. But do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm just going to send them a gift, I think. Yeah, I'm going to send them a quick gift. It costs us 10 gold, but I can afford to do it. I'm going to gain a little bit of tyranny. The gift there would sway them enough in order for me to go to war. So as soon as that is done, we should be raring to go. 98%, we're very close. You should see in a minute we should be able to raise some levies. I hope so. If I'm wrong, then we're pretty much screwed, but I don't think I am. So if I go to levies, you can see, yep, we can raise a few units now thanks to the fact we have some integrated pops. And it's also helped out our tech rate. We're now at the maximum rate of 125% because we have integrated pops working on the research front, which is pretty cool. Now, I think talking about research, the first thing we're actually going to go down towards is probably the transferred citizenship, aggressive protection, and tributary concessions to increase subject opinion. Because when we do eventually get Gera, what's going to happen is that they're not going to be loyal to us because they're way bigger than we are, and we're going to need to try and increase their loyalty. And that's why that side of the tech tree is going to help us to increase their loyalty. Anyway, would you like to join me, Maka? You would, buddy. So I think it's about time to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise the levies quite quickly. Can I actually put you on the boat? No, I can't. It's a shame I can't put you on the boat. What if I was to... No, I don't think I need to put you on the boat. Let's, do I want to declare it now and join them over here quickly? I think I will. I think it's the best thing to do. So let's do it. Yeah, let's declare the war. Let's go and do this. I don't think he's going to pose too much of a threat. And we have the claim on him. Gera will help us and they'll occupy everything. Or Gera will actually occupy it for us. Before we do, let's quickly get the stability here. Thank you very much, my friend. And how much am I going to gain in terms of aggressive expansion for declaring, for tyranny here? Only 5. Not that bad, actually, especially to start off with. So we'll go for that. Let's declare the war. Thanks, buddy. So these guys are now joining us. You are going to quickly march over here and try and get to the other side as fast as possible and go and join the Maccan forces before the enemy kind of tries to cross over. So we're going to get there, I think, just in time. So he's raised the troops. We're running off way before he gets there, which is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down here to the border and hopefully wait for this Maccan army to come and join us. Because, or otherwise, yeah, he's going to kill us. So we'll quickly occupy this. Thank you. I'm going to slow the game speed down a little bit here so I can actually have it under control. I have enough food for the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring you guys over here. And we're just going to stay together with the other guy. I think I should move quicker than the AI because I have less men. So we should be fine on that front. Anyway, we've had a new election. So it's now the traditionalist in power, which gives us extra omen kind of power, and we lost a bit of stability, we know. We have some resistance to, apparently, the new guy. So I don't want to lose some stability, not really, so I'm going to lose some approval with the different factions. So we'll call down a new omen, and what do I want? Oh, I can't even call down the... Oh, I know, now, you'll notice here now my Hellenic deities, I can't call them down because I have no Hellenic pops anymore. So we're going to have to change this. Wow. Okay, so what we're going to go for? Research points Al Kutbay, but it is going to cost us stability to change it, though, which is really a pain. So at the moment, we'll just call down the national... Actually, no, I don't want to call that one down. We'll call down the global food modifier, because this one I want to swap it out for the extra, like, kind of capital import route. So we'll go for the Blessing of Talab. I'll call that one down, and then I'll change all of them afterwards. Once we finish the war, we'll kind of focus on swapping them. Need new physicians, so I'm going to place this guy, not you, because you could do a work in tech, and I might put you on the tech section. So I'll put Shikpat here. He'll do a fine job for me, my friend. So now we're moving. I think we should get over here in time before he arrives. When he's arriving 1st of November, I get over there on the 24th of October. So I'm hoping that we should be able to get over here in time. Oh, he's actually gone there. Fair enough. So we'll go into Atiaka here, and hopefully we'll wait for this guy who's going to join up, and he's going to do most of the work for us. It's what I plan on. Hopefully my calculations will be correct. I hope so, but I think it will be like that. I think I know the game enough to see how it's going to work. So he's going to be here on us. That's fine, buddy. Come on, dude. Yep, he's retreating back now, which is good. What I am going to do now is go to Utea here, and we're going to try and occupy some of his land, because I want to pull in a few extra pops, because I can definitely enslave a few. It will increase the number of pops in our capital, and then, of course, you can promote more to different pop types, which will be quite cool. You've got way more men, so he's going to easily smash him without a single issue, I would think. I wouldn't think that it would pose him any problem. If he tries to take me down, there's a level 2 fort, he can't do it. What I don't understand, though, is how he can cross over one side to the other as a fort there. Maybe because he controls both sides of the strait. I'm guessing it's that. Otherwise, I really don't know. I'm just guessing it's because he controls both sides of the strait, which means you can actually cross over. So here we've got that. I didn't enslave a pot, which is a shame, so we'll go next door. I'm running low on food, so I'm going to have to go back to my area quickly in order to not lose any manpower. So I'm hoping maybe taking this here and capturing a slave would help us. Well, it wouldn't help us, but if I can get a slave before I can go back over there, I'll be happy. Yes, I got a slave, so that's good. Now I'm going to move back home here quickly. Just because I want to fill up some more food. And then we'll go around and we'll ransack the countryside a little bit more. I don't know where his troops are. I don't know where they've gone. Oh, they're there. Okay, interesting. He's lost a few men. I think he must have lost some to attrition. I'm guessing that's how he's lost a few units. Now, I have just enough food, I think, to get back before I start taking attrition hits. I don't know where he's going. I think he's going around here to deal with him. So I can't cross... Oh, no. Oh, I couldn't cross over there because he had his navy there. What if I was to assign a commander here? No, it's just going to cost us. What if I was to put this here? Where are you going? You're going Sinus Persicus, which is here. I think together we can control the passage. Yeah, we can. We can control it. I think he's coming in here. He is. He's going to stay with me here. I'll attack. I'll let him attach to me. Oh, he hasn't done it. So he's going to repair. We'll go into it. We'll dock as well. And now we just need to wait to get a little bit of extra food back. He's going to deal the damage, which is fine. Thank you very much, my friend. So he's going to absolutely smash him. Yeah, he's flanking. He's got way more men. As soon as you start to flank, then it's pretty much over for the enemy. Flanking is really important. So he's now going to go and take over his capital for us and do most of the dirty work. We're going to get a little bit of extra food here, and then we're going to go and try and ransack some of the surrounding territories so we can definitely pull some extra pops into our capital city. I have enough food to do so now, so we'll go over here and we'll quickly ransack this place. I could always come backwards and forwards, and since he's got no more men left and I have more men than him, he even has no morale, we shouldn't really have too much of an issue. But anyway, I hope you guys are going to be enjoying this kind of series. I hope it's kind of unique and quirky enough for you. I mean, considering that all the achievements were bugging out due to the Iron Man saves going crazy, I was thinking maybe something like this would be different and something that you would enjoy seeing. If it is, please don't hesitate to hit that like button down below, and if you want to see some more Imperator Rome content, then please don't hesitate to also subscribe to the channel for more. I do have some extra guides coming out in the coming days. I am working on a culture one at the moment. It's taking me a little bit longer than anticipated because I just want to get it bang on right, literally spot on. Because it is a pretty complicated subject, especially when it affects like happiness and stuff. Now we are killing pops here, which is what I don't really want. We're killing quite a few. I was hoping that we could enslave a few instead of kill them. But it is what it is. Anyway, religious procession. A struggle between the religious echelons of our society and the peasants has recently come to light, as the populace at large feel like the religious ceremonies are inaccessible and distant. On the other hand, our augur and his attendants demand the distance needed to do their job properly. Preacher will be left alone. I lose a bit of stability, but we gain omen power. Nah, I don't want to lose any stability. We'll try and gain some, I think. I think I'll gain some, and I'll lose a little bit of omen power. Yeah, we'll do that, because I have some deities to swap. By the way, this reminds me, I am going to stab a pig. Just because it's going to help keep the stability high, and I do need to swap some of my deities out, get rid of the Hellenic ones, and swap them with other ones. So he's slowly getting the ticking war score, well, not ticking war score, but the siege timer for that. He should be fine. Oh, I've got a status quo, you've got to be kidding me. How many status quos are there going to be? Please let me enslave a pop. No, I didn't enslave anybody. I have no food, so we're going to go back over to our capital here and try and stockpile a little bit more food in our army before we lose men due to attrition. Minus 28% now. He's getting there. Come on, buddy. I know you can do it for me. White peace may be enforced. I know, but we should be fine. We have a little bit of time left. Supply shortage there. That's a bit of an annoyance, but it is what it is. Now we are starting to lose food, I know, but we're getting back here, so we are going to be filling up with food pretty soon. I think we have enough food stored. Yeah, we do. We have more than enough food stored. Way more than enough. What's our tech like? We're at 107%. Of course, it's less because we've raised pops, which means we are making less research points because we're raising some of the pops to fight in the armies, which does make sense. Negative 21%. Come on, give us something good. Give us something good, buddy. I know you want to. Yes, a little supply shortage. That's not too shabby. We'll try and get a little bit of extra food here before we go out and deal with these little extra areas. Probably maybe one or two more. I can wait one more month, I think. Yeah, I'll wait one more month. And we'll go all the way over here and we'll try and ransack these last two territories. How much do we use per month? We use about 1 per month, so I can last 3 months out in the wilderness. I'm on 0%. Thank you, Maka, by the way. You are brilliant. I thank you at the bottom of your... well, down from the bottom of my heart for the help you're providing us. Without you, I would not be able to make these guys my vassal. But they will be. I'll turn them into a client. So what's he got here? He's got 2,500 men coming my way. Hopefully he's going to take it before they get me. Now, I am getting down here. I can always retreat back into his lands, to be honest, before he comes and gets me. I'm pretty sure I can do that. So here we're fine. We'll take this. Oh, I didn't even get a single pop. Gotta be kidding me. I didn't even get one. And I've been trying to enslave a few pops forever, and I'm not getting any. Oh well. Let's see in Uteo if we can actually get something. Because our guy doesn't really have anything to help with enslavement efficiency. Okay, so he has taken it, which is fantastic. And I didn't get a pop there, which is a shame. But we've occupied everything now, we can peace out. So that's pretty good. Thank you very much, my dear friend. He's transferred everything to me. And now I'm going to make you a client state. Client states join me in wars, which is fantastic. And you're going to also provide us with a quite bit of gold. When I say quite a bit of gold for us, it will be a lot, because we're very small indeed. And that's done. Bim bam boom. I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool. I'm really, really happy with that, actually. So Gera is now my biatch, if you wish, and they provide us with 0.75 gold per month. And if we get their loyalty high enough, then they would also help us in our wars. But now that is done, what we're going to do, we're going to disband our soldiers now. I don't really need to keep them up anymore. We gained a little bit of military experience, but not too much, to be honest. But I'm just going to disband them now before we lose any men due to attrition. So that's them gone, done and dusted. And now we can do some missions. So let's do Control Gera, which gives us local tax plus 15% and local prop happiness. This is in our city of Tylos because it affects the whole province of Gera. Well, since we don't own what our client owns, it doesn't affect that bit. It only affects our land that we control. So we'll control Gera, and then the same we'll do integration of Gera, and it gives us some extra PI, which is always nice. And I think that PI will spend it on probably getting another trade route. Yeah, let's spend it on some trade route. We've got 80 PI and 20 gold. So we'll spend it. We'll do that. Gives us an extra trade route in there. And now I think we'll swap out one of our religion, or one of our deities, I think. So let's go for... I mean, I would like to keep this, but... yeah, I can't use it anymore, really. I can definitely go for this one, though. It's literally the same thing, nearly. We get a little bit of research points and national citizen happiness. Or I could get rid of this and pop on this one. Capital import routes plus 2 is so goddamn useful. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go for the Blessing of Alcorn. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That's going to give us some extra trade routes. And now I'm going to spend some of the gold on these extra trade routes. Do I have enough food, do I? Yeah, I'm making enough food for the moment. So let's go for a surplus of spices. It is going to help us with the national citizen output. It'll make a little bit more points in terms of research. The next thing I want to do is see if I can import something for nobles. Papyrus I can't import. Cloth I can, though. What does surplus of cloth do? Orchard tech investment plus 5%. That's pretty useful. I might actually get that, unless I can get anything else, but I can't. So let's get some cloth. Again, we'll import it from the Seleucids because we can only trade with them. They seem to like us at the moment for some particular reason. I don't know why. I might improve their opinion of us a little bit as well. It's going to cost us a lot of tyranny, though. I would like to make sure that we do something. Maybe can I do something here to help with our approval? Revocation. They want me to get rid of the Maccan culture to not integrate it, but that's not going to happen. They want to pass the Abolish Assemblies law, which I can't do, so I'm pretty much stuck. I can't really do anything at the moment. So this isn't really going to rise too much, unless we get some form of event that's going to help us. But anyway, I think I'm going to end the first episode here, people. It's not been a bad one. It's actually been way better than I anticipated. I only had to restart once, and that was only because the Seleucids decided to declare war on Gera. But otherwise, everything's gone fairly well. I think what we'll do in the next one, we'll probably focus on tooling up a little bit, get some tech, try and get some more cash. And I do need to stockpile as much as I can, so I can hire mercs for when I want to declare war against Macca. Because I am going to need that. Because Macca had like 5,000 men, and even I think with our new vassal or client state, we would just about have the same amount of men, and I think he would beat us, so I need some mercs, and that's what we are going to save up for. But anyway, as per usual, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed things, please don't hesitate to hit that like button down below, and if you want to see some more Imperator Rome content, then please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. And I do hope you're enjoying this kind of quirky Imperator Rome run, but I think it's going to be fairly interesting, and I really am looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. But anyway, as per usual, thanks for being here, and I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.